Okay, bros, yes, I know you clicked on this video. It's another tier list video. We are probably one of the last tier list videos I'll do in a while because I feel like I've covered literally everything. I am going to do a top 10 soon because from what I'm noticing, there's a couple of cards that is insane from what I'm checking right here, which I'll showcase. Obviously, did you guys watch the PSG game? How was that, bro? That was insane. 5-0? What are we doing Inter Milan? But nonetheless, though, we have some insane cards. So yeah, I think I'll do a top 10 list just to kind of, you know, because I did a top 5 very recently, but that was like without the newly included cards of like Suarez, Benzema, all of those cards, you know, and whatnot. But yeah, let's get into it. MMOXP, we all know, is the greatest website right now for coins. Team of the season is near. Get acquainted with my code META. That's code META for the best meta cards. Team of the season is near. Not just 8% off, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. For instance, if you purchase 30 million coins, you get an additional 4.5 million coins. So they have a added bonus when purchasing coins. That's why MMOXP is the GOATs. Now, if you also check their page out, they do have giveaways. So go check the description out right now. Yes, get it. Okay, if you don't know how the series works, basically every SBC currently available, I differentiate between the best valued firstly in a tier list ranking, and then I do the tier list with you in terms of the best meta. So yeah, it's two different tier lists, if that makes sense, for the same cards. Now the best value right now is going to be Thierry Henry, due to the fact that he actually is you can get an Evo, and any version of Thierry Henry that's relevant in my opinion right now is one of the best strikers in the game. I mean, you're looking at 500k converted to in Hero in a half shelf, which gets obviously finesse shot plus, or you can do the quick step one, which in my opinion I feel like is the better one. And then yeah, quick step just makes the card seem so much better, bro, and faster. I love a cheeky quick step. It might be my favorite playstyle plus right now for anyone. I mean, even for that center back, I remember Ibanez has it now. If you boys have Ibanez in your team, you'll know how good he is with the quick step plus as a center back. We've got thuram. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. We got obviously Balde, insane left back. Yeah, he's like 400k. Zico, now I've actually had Zico at like, what is it, at the ranking of there's better options before, but now Zico actually has an Evo, so I do take into account what more you can do with him, if that makes sense. Like for instance, Zico, you can actually put him into the LP bay, which came out literally today, and you get him on ping pass plus oh wait, and an additional, sorry, I think it is an additional, no, it is ping pass, right? No, it is, what's this one called again, bro? Tiki taka. So he gets tiki taka plus with an additional 50k, and then he actually gets improved stats, dribbling, passing, improved physicality like a lot, which is actually really good right there. So if you compare it to the 94, now the 94 is better because of the incisive, but it's not far off. I mean, the 94, if you compare it like with actual value, 600k, this one you are completing for, especially if you have fodder, under 500k, call it like 400k, plus actually adding him into the Evo, which is an additional 50k, and you pretty much have, I mean, low-key, you could even just go for the 94 at that point, you know, which you can still sell in the future. But I do think his card will go down in price, the one on the market. But overall, though, for now, I feel like he's a good value still. We got Bowenga, which is like, I think, 100k for quick step and incisive for a winger that has 5-star skills. Very insane card. Insigne, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. And then obviously Mahrez, very good card in this game, kind of like a Neymar type esque player. Yeah, decent value is going to be obviously these guys here. Toney came out recently, insane value. I think it's like 100k as well. Rapid finesse shot plus, pretty okay card. Like it's the same, you know, there's just so much of these type of cards. But yeah, this Bruma one actually stood out for me, because if you look at it right, you're looking at a card that is under 40k. Can still get evoed, but I think that is the maxed out pace one. What I liked about this card is basically maxed out pace though, already, with quick step plus. So this guy's like a no-nonsense type of winger, cutting inside, you know, inside forward vibes, and basically just low dribbling, bro. You know, cross-body shots, etc. We got Laura Perez, looked insane actually for her price. What I liked about her as well, she can press from the top because her defense is insane. So yeah, we've got Lam, which is another good one that kind of creeped up from the grave, bro, you could say, because he was definitely not in a decent value. But you can actually put him through the first shapeshifter. Brody gets finesse shot plus. Not too sure about that one. But at the end of the day, his stats gets increased in terms of pace. Shooting hella increased. So if you want to use him as like a offensive CDM, by all means, bro. I think that's a very, very good shout for doing his normal card and then converting him to the first shapeshifter. Sawa, I'll be honest, she's a little bit mid right now. There's better options for sure. But if you were to get in the team, she's going to be decent. Barry, Hamdallah, Drogba. These cards are a little bit outdated, I'll be real. And there's so much better options right now. You can literally get like 100k team of the season that would play even better than Eto'o. Eusebio, there could be a little bit of, you know, could be a little bit harsh placing him at there's better options, but I do think Eusebio at 700k is a little bit excessive. But Racey Beckenbauer, yeah, and then just don't complete. Vardy, I'll be real, bro. He does have quick step plus, but I think he's valued at like a mil. That is insane. Just do not do Vardy. But there's not a lot of cards like Vardy, to be honest, you know. And it's Jamie Vardy, bro. The Red Bull connoisseur, you could say. But let's jump over to the actual video in terms of like the meta list rankings, and then I can showcase pretty much what you can do. Okay, we got not a lot of cards actually, eh? They need to release a little bit more SBCs in my personal opinion, bro. Like, especially Root Hullet being out now as well. So we got obviously top S. Or you could call it high S, because I normally say top S for that. Okay, we can delete this. We'll go mid S as well. Yeah, as I said, man, probably one of the last tier list videos in a while. I've been doing them so much, I've been spamming them. But for SBCs, I know a couple of you guys always ask which ones to do, which ones to avoid. But yeah, Thierry Henry I think goes S+ because of his Evo potential. We've got the likes of definitely Balde. Very zesty image, by the way, but you know, exception. We've got the main man thuram. I think we can all agree definitely gets even S+ as a longevity vibes. That's probably the best card now that money can buy 100%. Baresi, I'd say mid S. We've got a man like Barry, which I actually kind of liked because he was very tall, so he has that rarity in him, you know. 6'5", finesse shot plus. Like, if you know how to utilize the pace boost and kind of shrug plays of the ball, he's gonna be decent. I would say lower spectrum of high S though, because not everyone's cup of tea. We got Buenga, I'm happy to place high S. Beckenbauer as a center back, not bad actually still. A lower high S for sure. Bruma for sure gets high S. We're looking at Drogba, I'm happy to place at the top slot of high S. Not much cards like Drogba, that's the thing. And especially him having the quick step plus. If he gets one more Evo, just know that's S+ instant. So this card could be an investment, low-key. But what I like about Drogba, no nonsense striker. You literally just pass him the ball through to him. Low driven, and the man has insane pace. So yeah. Eto'o, I wouldn't feel right placing Eto'o at, what is it, mid-S. I think Eto'o can still hold his own. To the point where he has, like, you know, the insane pace and stuff. Yeah, Lam, I'm happy to place at the slot of high S. We've got Eusebio, 100% gets high S. Interesting one. I feel like Eusebio low-key. The FUT Immortals one in general, if you compare him to even this one right here, this one has actually better stats, low-key. Power shot, rapid first touch plus. Eusebio is actually irritating to verse. I might actually put Eusebio at S+ at the bottom. I'm okay with that. We got Owen, I'll be real. Just not it, man. Just not it indeed. We got Nedved as well. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. Zico, I'm happy to place, wouldn't really say S+, but I'm happy to place high S. A man like Insigne. Now, the thing with Insigne, right? If very easy to use because he's so small, you know? 5-star, 5-star. The thing is, because he's so small, you can literally, like, just flick him off the ball, bro. That is insane to say. But finesse shot, rapid, and press proven. Yeah, I think Insigne, I'm happy to place higher S though. I don't think he's on that level of insanity. It does go to show that maybe some cards go down. Let's go. Beckenbauer's okay there though. Barry, I'm thinking not everyone's cup of tea. Still insane though as a striker. I might even put him a little bit up. Yeah, for now that looks decent. Hamdallah, I don't think he's on that scale of Barry. Can definitely compare. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. Hamdallah though, 12,000 coins. Do you really need chip shot? 5-star weak foot, yes. It's okay, bro. There's just so much better cards. Why would you do that? We've got Laura Perez, as I said, decent card to press from the top. It's just the thing of, like, is she desirable at the end of the day? Probably not, man. I'd say Lam actually goes like around this, fine. We've got men like Mahrez I'm happy to place at the top slot of high S because firstly 5-star, perfect winger, kind of like a Neymar. You know, unpredictable in terms of like skill moves, amazing pace. In game though, sometimes you don't play up to stats, so for now I might actually just leave him at high S. But yeah, let's put Zico up 1. We've got Sawa. I'll be real, I'll play Sawa at S+. I think she's actually decent still in game. I'd say maybe maximum give it about 2-3 weeks, she's gonna get placed in high S instantly. Vardy I'm happy to place at high S. Let's quickly see. If you're placing Vardy at S+, there's something wrong with you, bro, mentally. 2,000 likes though. A couple of people has used Vardy and enjoyed him, to be honest. Definitely getting that top slot of high S. I'm happy with that. Let's see. I feel like Barry can go down because it's not everyone's cup of tea, so I'm happy with that. And then, yeah, that should be fine. We got Toney right there. I'm happy to place just behind, like, Zico. And then for meta, I think that is perfect. Tell me in the comments, boys, do you agree with this? Barry Loki, you know what? Let's leave him at IS. Because let's say if a pro player were to use him, they'd use his height, physicality to their advantage, and then the finesse shot. Especially if you play like aerial balls, bro. Like if you just play over the top through balls or balls in the air, you know, crosses, the man's going to be insane, especially on corners. So for now, yeah, I'm happy to place him there, man. Tell me, do you guys agree with this list? It's going to be, I actually say, Baresi low-key. Am I being a little bit harsh on Baresi though? There's much better center backs, don't get me wrong. But am I being harsh on Baresi? I think I am, bro. I think I am. Let's go Baresi just above Beckenbauer. Bacon Power, aka. Yeah, I think for now that's fine. You could realistically even say there's no low S cards. Like Nedved can still hold his own with a 5-star. So you could even just say, yeah, maybe Owen stays there. At the end of the day, apples and oranges, they're not great cards, you know. So why am I trying to even, why am I hyping up mid at the end of the day? But finesse shot, I think it's okay, man. Honestly, there's not much really bad cards, if that makes sense. So yeah, for now, can actually delete the row of low S, and that is how it's looking right now. Do you guys agree? Tell me in the comments. Keen to know. Catch you boys in the next one, man. Peace.